Okay. Let me know when it's off.
It says waiting. I'm surprised my batteries on my Switch Joy-Cons didn't die.
Oh my god.
Successfully connected. But it just says waiting. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Hello everyone. Uh, if you watch part of Act Two, Take Two, fortunately that you'll notice that we cut off. The game legitimately crashed, like full on proper crashed, an actual error screen crash, and ended the stream because I'm broadcasting and streaming from my PS4. So, uh, we decided to just fuck it and boot up another stream. So, hi, I'm Dragonfire2LM, joined once again by Gamer.
Hello, I'm Gamer, and oh my god, it cut us off at like such a bad time.
I'd say it was perfect when you think about it. Oh, okay. So how do I skip?
Keep loading an old save while you're still in the thing, and it
So,
should, like, pass time a lot quicker. You could also press the skip button, but I think loading an old save is much quicker to
yeah,
pass the time.
yeah. Okay, that is actually working.
But I noticed, like, it legitimately skips the days much quicker when you're just reloading.
Yeah. Please don't crash again.
Please don't. It was such an inappropriate moment, too, to crash. We were literally talking about some sentimental stuff.
I know, if it does crash again, I'm probably just gonna, like,
Leave it
leave
for
it.
now.
Yeah, if it does crash again. Hopefully it shouldn't.
This will probably be a relatively short stream. We're going to do a little bit of Act 3 to make
Yeah,
up for the crash.
do like maybe an hour or two of Act 3.
And just let Monica run her mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. And just talk over her.
I'd probably do the attempt to skip thing like when you're about to delete her. Like, the last thing you'll do.
Alright. Oh, I'm in the classroom.
And it didn't crash.
hmm So that was one hell of a bug.
Oh, I feel bad for a certain somebody's coming in right now.
Oh, Natsuki, I am so sorry. Alright, it's festival time. Oh, you got it performing. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what was going through her mind at that moment. Like, did she think we killed her?
No, I honestly think she's just, like, surprised at seeing the corpse of her friend.
One of her good friends, mind you.
Yeah. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Did something happen? Natsuki just ran past
You,
me. Oh.
you, kn-
Oh.
you know what happened, Monica.
That's a
You,
shame.
you deliberately did this.
Wait, were you here the entire weekend? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay?
No.
Just give me a sec.
You did that on purpose. You did
Yeah,
not make a
yeah,
mistake. That
yeah,
was meticulous to the T.
yeah. She had to do that on purpose. I'm
And there
almost done.
goes Yuri. And Natsuki's gone. She just straight up killed Natsuki. And that's the
I
last we see of
just,
Natsuki.
I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Ooh. Seriously, these are the best. Really just had to have one. Since it's the last time we'll even get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything.
Here's the thing, Dragon. I have a theory.
Hmm?
It's not visibly there on the desktop, but I believe there's a recycling bin. They're
Yeah,
not gone. Hence
yeah,
why I think Sayori's little crude pictures were a thing.
yeah,
I think secretly there was a recycling bin that Monica kept them. So
yeah.
she didn't fully killed
Because
them yet.
if she deleted them completely, then the game would just like not function. So she had to keep some sort of the code around.
Yeah. Like, just to give you a hint, like, I don't think
Yeah.
there is a recycling bin in this desktop, but I think there's secretly one.
Either that or some kind of like folder or something she's put them in that's like we can't access.
Yeah. Which I have
Alright.
never found a folder.
But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. Okay, hi. Why the fuck you kill Sayori?
Why'd you have to force Yuri to kill herself?
Or do you actually go by... Yep, Dragonfly 2LM.
I kind of wish it would go through your system file and get your, like, name that you put in there.
That could be problematic though, because not everyone wants their real name out on the internet. Like, I don't want mine out on the internet.
I know, but there should be an option to flip that on and off, just to give yourself a little bit more of a psychological horror thing.
Yeah, true.
Because it'd be more freakier if the character called you by your actual name.
Eh. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait.
This
You did...
is why I think Monica's bi. This is why I confirmed.
She's either bi or pan.
Like,
You know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only I paid a little more attention. This would have been a little less awkward, you know. Well, anyway. Now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, as I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. No, the game made them fall in love with the protag. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it.
That phrase there, I do feel bad for. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
She has to sit by and watch, like, her friends over and over confess to random people over and over, and she can't do anything about it. She doesn't get her side of the story.
Yeah.
She's, like, brushed to the side immediately.
Eh.
Oh, it's definitely jealousy.
Yeah, and it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I just thought of something.
Yeah.
Is the player in our world basically her version of like Lovecraftian, like eldritch stuff?
Maybe, but like I said, I do feel like I do have to give her some sympathy points, just like for being realized she's in the game, right?
Yeah.
Time and time again, the girls get their happily ever after.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Monica has to sit on the sidelines time and time again. It's like I can understand. It's like she's like eventually what can I explain this in an easier way? It's like a game of dodgeball, right?
Yeah.
And she is, instead of playing the actual game herself, she's always sitting on the bench on the sidelines by the coach,
Yeah.
which is the game developer / game code.
Yeah.
And no matter how many times Monica pleads, reasons, or anything, the coach won't let her get into the game.
I do have to wonder if she's tried kind of making her own route for herself, but I guess that wouldn't be possible.
Technically, this is her route. This
You know
part
what
here.
I mean, like one that doesn't involve her murdering the other girls.
Yeah.
But now you're here.
I'll save the murder other girls thing until the end.
Eh.
Because there are some saving graces.
Well, I'm gonna try and sit through as much as I can. And you're wonderful, you're all I need, that's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand, I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poem felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of
Real or
autonomous
not,
personalities designed only to fall in love with you. Huh?
Real or not, they were still her friends in some capacity.
Yeah.
Like, they were still some form of sanity for her.
Yep.
That she just gave up on.
Yep. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I feel really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realize that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make.
Here's the thing.
Huh?
If you make me feel for a character, see their ups, their downs, their emotional sides, I'm not gonna just get over it.
Mm-hmm.
You made me feel for the characters.
Yeah.
Now, if you just introduced them in a flash, and then you just killed them all of a sudden, then yeah, I would just go, it's game. I don't care.
Yes, we can distinguish fiction from reality, but our brains can't distinguish real people from fictional, so that's why we end up getting attached to, or getting crushes on, romantic, platonic, or otherwise, on fictional characters, because our brains can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Our brains are saying these are people to us.
And in my case, and probably your case, gamer, it's the fact that, like, you get to know a character, you get to know their source material, and by knowing them, you form that kind of, like, one-way bond. That one-way bond and attachment that could lead to, like, a romantic crush or whatever.
And like I said earlier, our talks with our previous things are also the thing that made us bond with them even more.
Yeah.
Our talks about our ups, our downs, our sad times.
Yeah.
Made us bond with them even more, like strong, like a gorilla glue almost. The bond was. You know what I mean? Like, it's a super strong bond that was almost unbreakable until Monica basically pulled out a sledgehammer.
Well, it varies from person to person, so...
Yeah, but I think I'm a caring person by naturally at heart. I don't care if you're digital, physical, animal, if you have feelings, a heart, dreams, emotions, you're a person
Basically,
to
if
me.
you're as smart as a person,
Yeah,
I guess.
pretty much. You are a person to me, no matter what others say. You have a soul. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And deep down, I care. I do
Yeah.
care for almost every living being.
Yeah.
It's just something in my character.
Yeah.
Not everyone has it, but that's just me.
Hey, people are people.
That's why, despite all the horrible things Monica has done, I still feel bad for her. I still feel genuinely awful.
I'm
And
on
I'd
the
still
fence.
want to help her out to some
I'm
degree.
kind of on the fence about it. But I'm still playing
Like
through the game.
like I said, look through side stories. Side stories does improve Monica
Yeah.
a bit more. She does seem more of like a caring person to her friends in the side story.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing else in this game for me. You're here to make me smile. You make me smile like this every day from now on. No. God damn it.
You have to. You have to, in order to complete the game.
Yeah.
So sorry, Dragon.
The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. They can be together forever.
Also,
I don't
if
even
she can,
think time is passing anymore. Huh?
just a question: if she can alter the game's pause, couldn't she like remake the class scenes? Because apparently this is the only scene that's left. How did this space scene become a thing? Did she make it, or was it like a developmental
Maybe it was already in the assets.
like a development room?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Why is there a space background?
Really, the dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. You wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game's directory.
She's hinting that, but don't do it yet.
Okay.
It's too early.
How easy it was. Imagine if you can delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. This is not a good ending.
It's
Gosh,
your
I'm so-
ending, but it's not a good ending.
I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. Guess there's one way to find out, right?
Now you get to write a poem for Monica. Isn't that sweet?
I'm just gonna
by the way,
this.
Yeah, blaze through it. By the way, it'll be a perfect poem no matter what. So you'll get an achievement for giving a perfect poem to Monica. So just spam X.
Any percent WR attempts. And perfect Monica.
Yeah. So you basically got a less than 30 seconds poem.
Hi again, did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. Really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you, but you know... The poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand I find my strength. Courage enjoyed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. Well, I'll write a freaking novel, alright, but it won't be this. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, Not all good times must come to an end.
Good times eventually have to end, Monica.
Hope you enjoyed
Especially
it.
from what you did.
hmm I always put all my heart into the poem that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. So I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh,
Oh,
I'm
you're
so
definitely
relieved.
mad at her.
Oh yeah. Now I don't need to hide anything anymore. You ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some
And
time
this
to
is where
collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. Huh?
she basically gives you a talking session over and over until we see repeats of it.
Yeah, but I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look at each other's eyes. No, I'm staring at the text box.
Whenever this happened, I had to look down in a way because the stare made me so uncomfortable. Like, look at her eyes.
Yeah.
Like, do those look like normal eyes? Like, every time I looked at them, they look like, I don't know what's with the pupils. They almost look like an insect or something.
I know, right?
It's like all jagged. I don't know if it was like the art style, the way it was drawn, or
It's either...
it was intentional.
Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Or whatever. It's not like you even...
Pretty sure
like you ever made fun of me.
I'm pretty sure they didn't make fun of her for that at all. They did mention that she went out of character once.
They mentioned that it's a catchphrase, which I think Monica just interpreted as them making fun of her.
Yeah.
You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you?
Oh, Monica, if there was an actual text thing where you could talk back, God, the things Dragon would say. Or if we were just suddenly whisked into that classroom.
Oh God. I'd rather write a fanfic in the confines. I'd rather write a fanfic with the idea of here's a couple of characters, they're intervening in the middle of all this horror stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Monica's writing tips of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know. As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions. It pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it, and even want to share it with the... Fuck it. Maybe after a few weeks you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. It happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort in something just that you then realize it sucks. But it tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know. The truth is, you have to climb up there step by step. Whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. Then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. Sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think you're pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why don't try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That's great for small projects in general. You can really focus on one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing is something where you just reach into your heart and start spinning beautiful, and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. It can also be super confusing, I'd like to point out, because there's so many different, rules, especially with spelling.
Well, not just that, you can be overwhelmed by knowledge nowadays, being on the internet and looking up stuff. You're overwhelmed by choice, because lots of people are teaching writing, and they all have their unique styles. Kind of like how Yuri and Natsuki have different styles, and they were teaching writing.
Yeah. There's also the fact that everyone learns differently. So...
Well, not just that, not everyone can be the best at everything.
Yep.
There's a skill gap, and B, there are people like me, probably with learning disabilities, that can't learn certain things, no matter how hard they try.
And hey, stuff
And that's
like
what
that
I
just
think.
happens. You kind of just make do.
And that's what I think I've had growing up. Hence why I couldn't tie my shoes, which I mentioned earlier. I think I do have learning disabilities to a degree.
Well, hey, no problem with that.
I've never fully tied my shoes, and like I said, when it comes to writing, I'm like a blank slate. Like, nothing's going on in my head. If you handed me a piece of paper and told me to write a paragraph.
Oh, hey, that's fine.
It's like, have you seen that SpongeBob episode?
The one where
he had to write a
an
boating
essay or something, and he's kind of just struggling with it.
Yeah, that's literally me when it comes to writing.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry if I'm kind of just going through this, but it's like we're gonna be sitting here for a while, and the back of my throat is getting a bit sore from talking.
I could always try to read them for you.
No, it's alright. It's just Act 3, so I figured we could just just read and chill. Talk
comment
over
on what... and comment what she's saying.
Yeah.
So what do you think of her writing tips? Are they genuinely helpful, or do you think they're too over the top?
They can be, yes, but at the same time, there's also, the first tip where she did about, oh, hey, force yourself to write something, or get something down. That's not always a good idea, because you can end up suffering with quality if you try and force yourself to write.
Well, yeah, because you'll write something you don't like. It was kind of like
something half-assed.
Or it's kind of what made me quit art in a way. You know, I used to be into art.
Yeah.
Drawing.
Also, do I have to keep pressing
art?
Mind?
No, she'll basically do that stare down after a while.
Oh.
After she finishes her rants. But yeah, I used to love genuinely doing art, right?
Yeah.
But I was always in classes forced to write or draw stuff I didn't like or want to draw. And so most of the time I'd be sitting there blank slate thinking of something to draw, right?
Yeah.
Well, one day while I was doing this stupid elevator project thing where you have to draw something in the elevator, I was sitting there thinking, and one day the stupid art teacher went right up to my ear and started yelling at me for not doing my work.
Okay.
And that was one of the days I lost my shit and threw my binder in, the opposite direction of people. Out of sheer,
I don't know why
frustration and rage.
Why teachers would act like that. No teacher
It's
I know would ever act like that to a student. That's just not right.
I had teachers like that, several, that would yell at me. For the littlest of reasons.
That's not good. That sounds like you were being freaking discriminated against by the damn staff.
Yeah. And to this day, like I said, that's what I said. I will flip my shit if somebody yells in my ear. It's because of them. It's because of that art teacher, I gave up on art completely. It was something I once wanted to do. An art teacher made me give up on my passion for art, mind you.
Yeah.
That is sad to hear.
Yeah. That.
And that was like
That,
in the
I'm
8th,
honestly just
ninth
disappointed
grade.
in the damn teacher. Like, what the hell?
I don't remember her name, but it's
I'd say,
always gotta
even
be
if you
the
do, don't
overweight.
say it on. Even if you do remember it, don't say it on stream.
Yeah, like I said, it ruined art for me forever. Like, I can never go back to art. Even if I wanted to now, I can't. It's been like a burnt bridge for me. And that's sad to hear. Because I could have been a decent artist. But no, teachers like her had to push me to my limit. And make me literally go insane. Also, I couldn't read the other stuff.
Oh, it's basically just she wants to wear stuff aside from the school uniform. It's like, hey, do you know any artists?
Oh yeah, and she's like, oh, by the way, keep it PG. I don't want hanky-panky stuff sent to our Twitter.
That isn't actual Twitter. I googled it when Gamer stumbled across it in his playthrough. It hasn't been
Yeah.
updated in like freaking forever though, so you know.
I think it still if you were to message this, it would react to you.
Hmm.
Like, someone would probably be in character.
Probably, but who knows?
Or Monica.
I don't use Twitter.
I don't use it either. Yeah, just try to keep it PG. Like I said, I want to get to know my characters before I even think that thought.
I'm just gonna binge the source material, maybe read fanfiction, and it depends on the character if I'm cool with any of that content, and that's specifically with fanfiction. I don't touch explicit, not safe for work fan art. I kind of stay away from that for the most part. That's not what I'm cool with. Like, explicit fanfiction, yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. Like, some characters, I'll give it a look, other characters I will stay the hell away from.
I think I'm gonna keep my lips sealed on that for now.
What? I don't give a shit.
No, for me.
I know.
No, for my sake. I'm gonna keep my lips sealed for that. That's already enough of a tell.
Eh.
But
Besides-
here's the thing.
Huh?
If they're characters I genuinely care about, that's kind of a turn off if I see it that way. So, any characters I genuinely care about, I don't look that stuff up.
Well, with anything explicit fanfiction, I look it up mostly, A, because it's usually the more emotional stuff I gravitate towards, and B, is just like out of morbid curiosity, because it's like, eh.
Well, yeah, everyone's curious. Everyone is curious.
And hell, sometimes they have an interesting plot around the explicit stuff, which is what I'm actually reading for. So, you know.
Yeah, this. Hey, you knew that book you were reading with Yuri?
Oh yeah, Portrait of whatever it was called. It's
Portrait
funny,
of
'cause I'm
Markov.
pretty sure that book... actually, I don't think I should be talking about this.
I don't know if it's like a self-insert, that book being mentioned
I don't know.
to the story itself, or what.
I don't know.
God, the awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to look at this character.
Uh,
I'm just thinking of that SpongeBob thing. Look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
I wonder if I can try and
It's-
skip.
Let's read a few more of these and then attempt to skip.
Alright. I get so tired of having put on smiles me full of energy the whole day.
Also, kind of a plot thing. She said she doesn't have any cute outfits or whatever drawn, right?
Yeah.
But then she says, oh, I like to sit back and wear some pajamas.
Yeah, 'cause that's like off screen. It's implied that characters have other outfits off screen because it's off screen. That's kind of how it works.
But they can't have it on screen.
Pretty much, yeah, because there's no art assets have been made for it.
Like, I get that. Everyone wants to sit back in their PJs and chill and watch
Also,
TV.
it's like, you have no obligation to be upbeat and happy all the time if that's not what you're genuinely feeling.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Like,
not always happy 24/7.
you want to be a little bundle of spite and just veg out, you go be a bundle of spite and veg out.
Yeah. Well, there are days where I just can't take anything right now. And I just want to be alone.
And that happens.
I know it doesn't matter. The cuteness doesn't really matter. You're just trying to be a person.
Yep.
Like, I don't know why you're so self-conscious about the ladylike status quo.
I don't know, a societal demand? Who knows? I mean, this is set in Japan. They're pretty strict over there.
Oh, do you want me to spoil a little bit of her words? She mentions, like, yeah, isn't it weird that this takes place in a Japanese high school, but it's not exactly a Japanese high school? There's stuff in it that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Faking confidence. I don't think I could ever fake confidence.
Nope.
It either comes from within me or it doesn't.
It either comes from within me or I just stop giving a shit.
Being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together. Oh, we know you faked yours.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, your leadership is the equivalent of a deer in headlights.
Yep.
I think I would probably have better leadership skills.
Yep, that's saying
And I'm the
something.
antisocial one. Yeah. I don't show my weaknesses. It's always good to show your weaknesses. It shows character. It shows you're not a perfect person. Yeah. Like I said, still, in my opinion, I still feel bad for Monica for being stuck in here.
Yeah.
I get it. Time and time again, it's gotta keep resetting, and she just wants to have her little moment.
Yep.
I get it. But the length she had to go through is kind of unforgivable at times.
Yeah.
And, like, I get it here, she's actually trying.
Yeah.
She's kind of trying her best to, like, be kind of like the perfect wifey material thing going on. Like, being all positive, saying she's rooting for you and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, that's fine. If you want to do that, it's good. It's just the way you handled everything was absolutely horrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we know you're on Twitter.
Yeah. Those are like two different paragraphs that are pretty much the same thing. Imagine what that account must have been like for the person who had to run it.
And it's still up. It's still up, but it just basically it doesn't really get updated.
Yeah. No, but like when this game first came out, the amount of like weird people that probably messaged Monica thinking she was real or something. I can like imagine it. There had to be some weirdos in the bunch.
I mean, if they can't make a distinction, then that's just how they are.
Like, I do know the distinction of real and fake, but I do like having the idea of having, you know, a daydream, a dream about it.
That's why we get immersed and interested in fiction in the first place.
Yeah. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. By the way, you can like back out, like go to the menu and go back in, and she'll mention that you, like, she got shut off or something.
Yeah.
If you want to do that as spite for now, just like back out and go into the desktop and go back in. Because she'll continue on from that very paragraph that's going on right now. There's no point in saving. You can't, you just have to leave. Yeah, and then you can just go right back in. And she got rid of the other text thing. Don't delete her yet. Not yet. Not time.
I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now it's just the two of us. I guess that was my wishful thinking. I don't know if you would have any idea.
Do you want me to tell you the description she told me in one of the paragraph things?
Yeah, sure.
Apparently she, like, when you shut the game off, right? And go to the desktop or leave the game entirely?
Yeah.
Apparently for her, that's like being suspended in the void. With, like, random colors and stuff popping up and screams. Non-stop. And she can't do anything about it. Like, she's, like, immobilized. The entire time.
Wow, that's kind of horrifying.
So she's basically going through hell when the game is off.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh. You see the texting too? Oh god. Oh, it's the same picture too.
That's
No, it's the scariest part.
Very dedicated to role playing. Hello.
No, it's the. Hello. No, it's the freakiest part. I think I've seen this YouTube channel thing with the same name. They had a shitpost status compilation. They had the same Monica name.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh my god.
Hello, Monica. We weren't saying anything awful. We would never do that.
Maybe they just share the same name and same spelling. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so freaky. Like, in the middle of the thing. But yeah, I swear earlier, because since we did streams like this, right, I've been getting recommendations, right?
Yeah.
From YouTube accounts with Monica in them.
Yeah.
And I watched one with, like, a shitpost status compilation in it. Which is like a meme thing.
Oh, cool.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, there's quite a bit of phrases, but it will eventually, like, loop at some point. Like I said, it would be the first Monica that came into our stream. I still remember the first stream.
Yep. For anyone new tuning in, hi, I'm Dragonfire2LM. I'm the one playing the game. I'm joined by my best friend, Gamer.
Hello. Oh, that actually genuinely freaked me out when I saw that in the corner.
Okay, I can kind of get this, like, liking the sound of rain and stuff, because I do like listening to the sound of rain.
Here's the thing, I would like to be out in the rain. I'm the person that would like to be out. No umbrella or anything.
You're insane.
I like the feeling
How
of...
could you like that?
I like the feeling of rain hitting me. I like the feeling of the water, nice cool water on me.
But then you end up being soaking wet afterwards.
So, I like being soaking wet. Heck, as a kid, when there was giant puddles and stuff in the middle of rainstorms, I'd just be out there jumping in them.
Yeah. So how long does she like how many dialogue things are there?
There's quite a bit. I'd say at least there's like 30 or more. That's an estimated guess. That's a guess, mind you. I think it took me like an hour or two to go through everything until she started looping. So if you want to be here for the while and make it last,
well, we'll see how far we can get.
Let's just say, if she loops another conversation we already seen, then we're gonna skip her dialogue, and then we're gonna, you know...
Yeah.
Oh. This is why I think she murdered her. Like...
Yes, Monica, I am hung up over it.
It's just that the way the saying was, it seems like she did it herself.
Yeah.
Just the way, it could be not, but it's the phrasing itself. Oh god, it's gonna suck for you. So in her last moment, she changed her mind out of survival instinct? God damn.
I think she might have honestly did change her mind.
But it was far too late after that.
Yeah. Because remember, Sayori did what she did because of Monica messing with us, so...
And that's what I was hinting to you. When she went to talk and whisper to her, I found it kind of highly suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh, the fox. Hello.
Oh.
We're currently in Act 3 going through all of Monica's dialogues before we end it.
Yep. Hello.
We have Act 1... Yep. We currently have Act 1 and Act 2 archived on her channel.
Yep. Hi. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the absolute random bullshit that is my YouTube channel. It's just whatever I feel like streaming.
You just missed out the fox. Someone that had the name Monica came into our stream.
Well,
and
they
it
can probably
genuinely
see the previous
freaked us
chat
out.
messages.
Yeah. But that actually genuinely freaked me out when I looked over and saw that, and it had the same picture of Monica right now. The one of her doing the same pose.
Yeah, that's like one hell of a coincidence.
I wonder if that was the channel person that left. When I mentioned the shitpost compilation thing.
I don't know.
Because, like, as soon as I said that, she went ... and then left. It's like she went, oh, someone watched my channel.
Oh well.
So I did watch.
Monica, we couldn't have saved her. The stand-in default player protagonist is a dick, and the game wouldn't have let us do anything, and you're the one in possession of all the power.
Yeah. You can't save her, though. It's confirmed in the wiki, no matter what you do.
You didn't just exasperate it a little bit, you exasperated it a lot. And it doesn't matter if Sayori was mentally ill, what you did was not okay.
If it gave me the option, if you didn't kill people that we cared about, I would actually have considered it.
I would have been like, nope.
But no, you basically had to kill both me and Dragon's basically interests.
I mean, not really an interest on my end. It's more I want to friend the shit out of her.
Well, for me, I was interested in Yuri, but I also, due to the bond, I did like Yuri.
Yeah, and that's fine.
It's literally that one meme thing. It's like, I love you all equally, and then and he's like, as he's holding like the other people leaving, it's like, it's you, and by a lot.
Uh,
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of dialogue to go through. But if she starts looping at least once, we'll just attempt to skip her and then say goodbye.
yep.
And then we'll
Your
do...
favorite game. Of course it would be. It's the one you're in. Actually, no, wait. What would it
It's
be
the
your
only-
favorite game? It's the one you're in.
Yeah. I like how she mentions this after the Doki Doki Literature Club thing.
I mean, I ain't here for the romance.
Oh, lady, once I'm done with this, once me and Dragon are done, I'm going on to another romance game. Mind you, I probably won't be as attached as I was to all these characters currently. I will probably be
yeah.
just like bullshitting throughout the other ones.
That's fine. I expect us to bullshit throughout the other ones.
But this is like a genuine game that actually did make me feel feelings.
I know.
Oh, I get.
Wow,
I do get that.
Reddit's like basically just down right now. I'm with the laptop while this is going, by the way. And I got the laptop out while
Yeah.
while one.
I'm commentating over the stuff.
Same.
She said every little thing can make you feel bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything, and I understand that. Oh, you're just on your laptop.
Yeah, just browsing shit while this is going. I am actually reading what she's saying before I go into the next dialogue box.
Oh, and still commentating.
Yeah. But this is basically just a chill, kind of winding down stream.
And like I said, once we get our original ending, we're gonna move on and try to attempt a good ending. Are you gonna skip through dialogue we already went through? Will
Yeah,
we do
that's
that?
what I do with every visual novel.
Alright. If someone's gonna eventually not like someone for who they are anyways, it's just a fact of life.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the show Recess had a show, like, a thing telling about that. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
Recess?
No, I haven't, but I have heard of the show.
There's an episode where TJ, the main kid of the group,
Yeah.
is liked by everyone but this one kid. And the kid doesn't, he doesn't have anything against him or anything, he just doesn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout the whole episode, TJ's trying to, impress him. But it's only, driving him away and hating him more. And the moral of the lesson is, not everyone's gonna like you outright.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I have watched some Disney shows, despite not liking, Disney itself.
So have I. Kim Possible, American Dragon, Lilo and Stitch.
There's Dave the Barbarian. That's a Disney show, I think.
That's Disney? Wow.
Yeah. You've ever seen that show?
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it.
God damn that freaking that horse.
I barely remember it though. It's been so long since I've seen it.
The creepy like unicorn horse that would like be talking all sorts of dark stuff.
Yeah.
It sucks to be the creative type. Uh, if you're creative enough, you could, like, based on your work, you could make profit off of it.
Yeah, but at the same time, you'd have to have something that appeals to a mass audience, and that can be
Vary.
That can be difficult to pull off when you have a specific idea, but it's not popular, or people aren't interested, or it's so niche that no one will pick up your stuff. Like, I wouldn't know, but I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know it because I don't write professionally or anything. I just write fan fiction. And like, I'm not even all that popular. I have a couple of fics which people really like, but not like a huge number of people like them because they're crossovers, and crossovers are fairly niche. On that note,
Also, I can't tell if it's a yeah.
Sorry.
Also, I can't tell if it's a glitch, but I keep seeing people pop in and out as if like
I don't know.
someone's watching, or they're just getting uninterested as soon as we.
It could be a glitch. Who knows? 'Cause, I mean, we're literally just like talking over this and just kind of hanging out, really. Because like we've done the whole playing through the game, commenting on events, and reading out the text and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
This is pretty much endgame, and we're letting Monica do her thing while we comment over what she says.
Yeah. Okay, she brought up you're just supposed to write for yourself, but validation and just having people appreciate the work you put into it can impact a writer a hell of a lot.
Well,
because
yeah, I have no right to. Just like you were talking about earlier, the whole you had no right to talk about like self-harm in that.
Yeah.
But I did. I have no right to talk about writing, but you can because you've actually been through some of it.
Yeah, like what's the point in writing and posting your stuff on the internet if you're writing for yourself? Like, if you're gonna be posting stuff online for other people to read, like specifically in that case, like say fan fiction, like some motivation, some kind of recognition of, hey, people like your idea, or your writing is kind of like decent and some people like it.
And here's the thing, you have had people like your stuff. Like I said, you had fan art, which is something I thought I'd never really see you get.
I know, recently I got like my very first piece of fan art ever, and I've been writing for like, what, a decade? Ish?
Yeah.
I've been writing fan
and I'm actually proud that you actually managed to get that.
Well, then again, you were here for me, kind of sort of just going nuts over the fact that, hey, oh my god, I got fan art, something I didn't even request or ask for. Someone just drew a thing because they were inspired by something I wrote. That is freaking amazing.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of proud of you for doing that, because you actually inspired someone.
Yeah.
Which is basically a writer's goal, in a way, is to inspire.
Yeah.
All the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Yep, high school sucks. It's basically...
Yeah, high school sucks.
The epitaph is, if you're not popular or rich, your high school story is gonna suck.
If you're even like a little bit different, your high school story is going to suck.
Yeah. And it's especially worse if you're a loner.
Yep.
In my opinion, it's like the worst when you're a loner.
Yep.
Because you have nobody to back you up. Nobody to, like, hang with. No inspiration to bother to stay in school.
I mean, I got through it. I got through school just because it was kind of like expected, and it's like school was fine. The actual like lessons and stuff were fine. It was the lunch and recess breaks where it's like I'm basically a sitting duck for like basically the
harassment and
yeah. And it's not like, it was never physical harassment. It was It was psychological bullying. It was, hey, we're gonna follow you around. Hey, we're gonna call you stuff. Hey, we're gonna treat you like a fucking zoo exhibit.
I was very fortunate, young, not having many bullies. I only had one bully, mind you.
Yeah.
Throughout most of my preschool life, nobody would mess with me because they knew my brother.
Mm.
My brother was basically the person who would basically deck you and like knock you out. He
Yeah.
did anything. He was basically the tough person. So if someone messed with me, my brother would have basically knocked them out silly.
Hmm.
The only time I did get bullied was in the one school I was where my brother wasn't there. And even then, that bully couldn't do crap to me because I was like the equivalent of a gazelle when he tried to get near me. Like, it never got physical because he could, like I said, he could never get close enough to me for that.
Yeah.
He once got up to me, held me against a wall, and then I heard another kid say, slam his head against the wall, and I'm like, in my head, fuck no, you're not doing that, and I slipped out of him and got away.
Kids are fucking brutal.
Yeah. Like, in my head fucking had like a light bulb. I'm like, oh no, you're not doing that to me.
Yes, humans are complicated, and that does include fictional ones if they're really well written, like the characters in Act 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, humans are complicated. Nobody's perfect. Everyone has their unique traits, their own quirks, their
Dude,
ups, their downs.
I just sum it up as people are people, and people are complicated.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
Not yet. We're going through most of her dialogue. We haven't seen everything.
I got a trophy. She'll never be real.
Yeah. That's for going through like a good chunk of them. Should we finally pull the plug?
Yeah, well, first I'll skip the dialogue.
Okay, go to your settings.
Oof.
Like once she puts up her thing.
Yeah, once she starts talking again.
Yeah. But we wanted to get their achievement anyways to get the talk through 15 of her dialogues.
Yeah. Alright.
So
settings.
Now we're gonna turn on auto skip on everything.
Skip unseen text?
Unseen text and after choice. Turn them off after she shuts it off.
Yeah.
Just in case you don't want to skip the...
Alright.
Yeah, put both of those on and then you should be able to skip.
Oh, are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh.
Well, technically you are, but...
fast forward too. There's the two of us after all, but aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. Settings.
I do like the little fact that they added that.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
But yeah, turn those back off, because when we go back for the good... Yeah, when we go back for the good ending, you don't want to accidentally skip important dialogue. Alright.
Now, where was I?
I think it's time.
Alrighty.
You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on. Monica, you're about to get your just desserts for what you've done. I do feel, like me, personally, I do feel bad. Because like I said, she acted out of desperation. But she has to get her just desserts.
I think she went too far.
Alright, press the triangle button over her thing and she'll be able to delete her.
Alright, I'm guessing I just go back into the game?
Yep. You get your just desserts, Monica, for murdering our dear friends.
You're back. What's happening? What's happening to me? It hurts. Okay, I kind of feel bad that we do have to delete her, but I
You
mean,
have to, no matter what.
she kind of brought it on herself.
Yeah. She pretty much gives the player no choice.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that also will make you feel bad when you read through them, because there's a lot more dialogue going through.
Hmm.
Help me. And she's literally hitting the screen. Did you do this to me, Dragon? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? At least it's slow enough for me to actually read it for you.
Yeah.
How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Dragon. That scene is awful. Sorry. I had to read that out. God.
honestly, this kind of mindset
I
just seems really unhealthy to me.
I trusted you. No, I'm sorry for saying that, because, I'm
No, I
reading out
get
the
it. You're
thing.
trying to basically voice the character and shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I should be reading
You
this, but
just
it's
want
like,
to torture me? Well, it's about time I read some of it. And it's
yeah.
slow enough for me to get a chance at it. Watch me suffer. Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win.
Actually, no. You killed everyone.
You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing.
I got
Go
a
find
trophy
some
called
other people
Ruin
to torture.
Everything.
Go find some other people to torture. Dragon. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm staring at the black screen. Do I do anything, or do I just, like... Oh,
Hold on, there's more. I still love you. I can't help it. Maybe she was also programmed like the girls, but they didn't fully implement her.
yeah, maybe.
What's wrong with me? See, now she's realizing what she did wrong. How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. See, she's now realizing the error of her ways.
Yeah.
Not many villains do that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Dragon? I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Yeah, then you do generally feel bad because she is making up for what she did.
Yeah,
even though
but
I knew
she
they
did
weren't
kind
real.
of royally screw up.
Yeah. They were still my friends. And I loved them all. I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... And Monica basically, in her last bits of life, basically restored the files. She redeemed herself in a way by bringing Sayori Yuri and basically
Yep.
bringing them back from the dead. So, you gotta give her props for that.
Alrighty.
Like, despite not liking her dragon, you
Yeah.
gotta give her props that she owned up to her, like, her
Yes.
problems.
But
And she basically...
It kind of just disappointing that it had to get as far as it did for her to realize, though. That's the thing.
And that's why I said secretly there was a recycling bin.
Yeah.
She didn't throw them away entirely.
Yeah. Alrighty, time to start reading. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples in friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey. Well, there already is one girl. Yay, you're alive! That girl Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently I picked up the habit once again. Are you proud of me? Eh, for what? You know, waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. We never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I just thought it was implied. Embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. Good motivation. Main character is still a dick. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... As I'll just say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how can I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall a new room number of the club from a flyer I saw. Walk across the school and upstairs section. Upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? What are you doing here? Well, I just... I'll glance around the room. So you're the guy that Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one whose name is apparently Yuri seems to be guilty. Seems to be quite shy compared to the others. I cannot reign. In comparison to
This is basically a repeat of the original day, but
yeah.
there'll be a twist at the end of this whole conversation. I'm not, but I'm telling you, there's a twist that's gonna happen.
In comparison to girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Don't tell me. That's right. That club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes designed to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we use to make ears. So cute. Wow, these look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Or are you trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly pokes up. Looks like she might say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something we have in common. Hey Yuri, What about you know the first thing you said? Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the clubroom. Don't just say it. For some reason Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if he wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. If we can all try something new, I think it could be fun. And we'll get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean... Okay, I'm just gonna stop here for a moment because, like, this kind of seems too perfect. But
Yeah.
anyway.
But I can't spoil. You told me not to spoil.
I know. That's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. And as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez. You're the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. The guilty expression Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So, if you're willing to consider starting a novel, and I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. I mean, makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. No, keep talking, Sayori. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It was nice seeing everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined. I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. The truth is, I already know you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Oh, okay. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything. I know how you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of them matter anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in this whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this.
And unfortunately for the normal ending, this is the cycle that renews.
God damn it.
Basically, Sayori has she has the self-consciousness now that she's president,
Mm-hmm.
and this happens.
What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who?
That's literally what's left of Monica.
Sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye. Goodbye, Literature Club. Oh. Well, that's a bummer.
Well, Monica, knowing that the cycle was going to return again from what she did, basically
Can you hear me?
used. Oh, this.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen
Yeah, I get the ones of the grayed out ones I haven't unlocked yet.
Is it wrong if
Yeah,
I
you can
take
get them all
my
for getting the good
hand
ending.
if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? Love in your reality. If I don't know how
I
to
just saw the
love
extra special
you,
things.
I'll leave you be.
That's such a sweet and heartfelt song.
Yeah. Got a trophy,
Like I said,
and there's a thing coming. I'm gonna read it. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members. Most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. See, that's what I mean by when I say, hey, maybe we're like unknowable, incomprehensible things in the same way that Eldritch stuff is to us, but it's like Monica understood and it kind of drove her nuts.
Yeah.
And then Sayori understood because she was in the same role as Monica, and then she went nuts.
Yeah, basically, whoever's the class president knows all.
Yeah.
They basically get like a curse.
Yeah.
Also, once you leave this and try to boot it up again, you always get this thing until you hit .reset. This is why I kind of gave Monica a chance. She actually owned up to what she did, tried to make it right, and when she realized her friends were going to go through the same cycle of hell she went through, she stopped it once and for all. Like I said, it just shows that Monica is not entirely a heartless character.
True, but she did kind of go too far.
She did redeem herself in a way, though.
Yeah,
she brought her friends back from the brink, and when she realized that her friends were going to go through that same hell she went through, she decided to end it all and delete everything.
Yeah.
To prevent it from happening ever again.
Right.
Not just to her friends, but to the player character.
Yeah, true. So should I do the reset thing now, or we'll save it for next time?
Hold on. Check side stories. How many do we have unlocked? Because we need 6. We'll probably have to get all those later. Okay, so we only have part 1. Yeah, we only have 2 out of 6. If you always want to and you're not feeling up to it, we can always read through mine. I have like all 6 of them.
But no, it's like, I was thinking, should I reset now, and then we end the stream, and then next time we do another stream, we go for the true ending.
The good ending, yeah, the true one. Yeah, we'll do a reset. We'll leave it at the menu and basically say our goodbyes to the audience.
Yep.
But this will basically revert everyone back to before you met them. That's why I think it's kind of like a time loop in a way. Like, this is the only control you ever get.
Yeah.
Yeah, monitor kernel access. Entity. And there's 4 entities, right?
Yeah.
The entities are the characters.
Hmm.
The 4th one is Monica, probably, with the monitor kernel access, because she has access to everything. But yeah, once it boots to the menu, we'll end the stream. Alright. Thank you for everyone for watching through this playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. Next time we live stream, it could either be tomorrow or a few days from now, depending on how events are.
Yep.
We are going to go for the good ending.
Yep.
The true ending of the game.
Yep, and you'll have to walk me through that.
Yeah, I will. And once we hit the true ending, if we have all the side stories, we'll also go through those last.
Yeah, what I was gonna do is, I was gonna do true ending, then get all the unlocks that I missed, and then do the side stories.
Yeah. So if you're interested in watching the stream, feel free to subscribe if you want to keep watching our portion of the story.
Yeah.
If you want. I'm not forcing anyone to subscribe.
Because I
I'm
don't
just saying.
really, I don't like. He's the one asking people. He's the one kind of mentioning, hey, subscribe and shit. Like I don't really mind if you subscribe or not. Like I'm doing this for
But if they
fun.
sub- but I'm just saying, like, if they subscribe, they can watch the archives of the previous streams to
Yeah, but
catch
the
up with
archives are
us.
still there. Yeah, but the archives are still going to be there whether people subscribe or not. So
Yeah. Yeah. Until next time, next time we play this, it will be the good ending and attempting to get the side stories.
yeah.
Which I think if we do the good ending, we should be able to get all the side stories in one
Well, I
go.
kind of want to unlock all the other like all the uh pictures and stuff after we get the good ending, and then do side stories as a way of closing out the game.
Yeah. I think side stories should be left for last because, like I said, it'll be the
Yeah.
most wholesome way to
Like,
leave.
do you have to do the side stories to get any of the unlockable pictures and stuff?
Yes. There is
Alright.
a couple of pictures related to the side story thing, and I think it's promo or other related, but still.
Alright, cool. So, yeah, I was thinking true ending, then we go and get all these unlocked, and like do as many of the achievements and stuff as we can without having to do the
Well,
side stories, and then do the side stories last.
we should probably unlock all these off screen because it'll be kind of a bit of a grind.
Yeah, true.
But we will live stream the good ending and the side stories.
Yeah.
So until next time,
Yep.
feel free to subscribe if you want to watch the archives or not. It doesn't matter.
But yeah,
And this will be the end of this stream for today. Maybe
yep.
tomorrow will continue or
I think
not. It
it
depends.
depends.
I'll be willing to do it tomorrow, but if
I
technical
think I might
issues
take it.
ensue,
I think I might take a day's break anyway, just to
yeah,
just to kind of give
maybe.
my voice a rest.
All right.
Because I'm honestly not
So,
used to talking for like 7 hours straight, like I have been with these streams.
I know I've been trying to help out as best I can.
Yeah, it's fine. But
All right.
yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.